And all the favourites and Hacker.
That's cheeky.
We've got Jam Lady London, Chris, Hacker Dodge and my fine self. And up next is Danny's house. Very clever, thanks for that.
Listen here.
What?
I was on that.
If you want to send in more pictures, send them in to this address. It is Ian and Hacker, CBBC, PO Box 9989 London, W12.
6PA.
So what was your favourite king?
I.
No, it's not one. We'll see you right after brand new Horrible Histories Gory Games with our favourite picture.
David Lamb.
If mummies, rats and fleas ain't your thing, and you don't like the sound of an exploding thing, if you're easily scared and you don't laugh at poo, you better turn off, this show ain't for you. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games with me, Dave Lamb, and my assistant, Rattus.
The talking rat in the talking lamb.
This is the show where you get to test your knowledge of horrible histories with quirky quizzes and gory games. So let's meet our horrible historians.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Rowan.
Hello, Rowan.
Hi, I'm Zeke.
Hi, Zeke.
Hi.
Before we get going, there's just time for a little warm-up game I like to call Doc Doc.
Doc.
Who's there?
Just get on with it.
The ancient Greek doctor Hippocrates had a very scientific approach to medicine. He pretty much invented the technique of testing samples from patients, so we've taken samples from 3 sick patients. The samples are snot, wee and earwax.
Oh, lovely.
And all you have to do is work out what they're suffering from.
And just how are they supposed to test them?
Just like Hippocrates did.
OK.
You're going to taste them.
Ew.
Just give them a taste and tell us what disease the patient is suffering from.
No, please do not do that, OK? Thank you. Do you not understand the word unhygienic?
No, I'm a rat.
Let's just get on with the show, shall we? All right?
You know, this earwax is quite chewy.
Oh. Right, Ashley, Rowan and Zeke, you are playing to win year spheres. Each year sphere contains a historical date, and at the end of the show, your year sphere dates will be added up, with AD dates being added to your total and BC dates being subtracted from it. So, if these were your year spheres, your total would be, Rattus?
I'm not allowed to do maths for medical reasons.
Medical reasons?
Yes, maths could make my brain explode.
735 is the answer. The person with the highest year count will win today's star prize.
Believe you me, it's brilliant!
Is it?
Yeah.
I sincerely doubt it. Let's crack on, and to find out what this round's about, it's over to the gory grid.
It's the gorgeous Georgians.
Your 4 Georgian topics are crimes, cures, George II, and George III. Ashley, it's your turn to pick first in this round. Pick a topic, please.
George III.
George III.
When King George III became ill, he started doing odd things. Which of these did he supposedly do? A. Claim to be king of the moon. B. Try and grow a beef tree. Or C. Wear his shoes on his hands and his gloves on his feet.
So, is it A, B, or C? Let's see your answers now, please. There we go. 3 Bs. You're all in total agreement with each other. Let's see if you're right or not.
The answer is B. He planted some beef in the ground, thinking that it would grow into a beef tree. I'm no expert on farming, but I don't think that's how it's done. No.
That is not how it's done, but it's a very good start from all of you. You're all off the mark with a point apiece. Rowan, it is your turn. Pick a topic for us, please.
Crime.
The question is, 1788 was the first year criminals were sent where? A. The Tower of London. B. America. Or C. Australia.
A's from Ashley and Rowan, a C from Zeke. Let's see who's right.
The answer is C. Australia. It had recently been claimed for Britain by our Georgian explorer, Captain Cook.
Well done, Zeke. Excellent work. You forged into the lead. Still plenty of time to go in this round, though. Don't panic, everyone. Don't panic. Zeke, it's your turn to choose a question.
George II.
Where did King George II die? A. In the middle of a banquet. B. While riding his horse. Or C. On the toilet.
Well, the boys going for A, Rowan going for C.
The answer is C. He died on the toilet. No, really, I shouldn't laugh. It's not. It's no.
He died on the toilet.
He died on the toilet. That's not funny.
Sorry, unprofessional of us. The final question in this round is on cures, and it's a question from Rattus Rattus.
Thank you, Dave. A Georgian cure for being bitten by an adder was to put what over the bite wound? Was it A, warm chicken guts, B, the grease from a badger, or C, a cow pat?
Well, look at that. Rowan and Zeke going for A. Ashley out on his own with B. Rattus, put us out of our misery. What's the answer?
A.
Yay.
Georgians would kill a chicken and put its warm guts over the snake bite. That's utter nonsense, isn't it? Although warm chicken guts are a very good cure for hunger.
Yes. One word, yuck.
One word, yummy.
2 words, bad taste.
2 words, delicious taste.
Yeah, 3 words, let's stop this.
2 letters, okay.
Good. That is the end of the round. And what we see from our abacus of score is that Zeke and Rowan have tied it on 3 points each. Ashley, for now, your history. The other 2 of you put your fingers on the buzzer because we're about to have the first buzzer question. Beginning with the letter G, what is the name of the famous head-chopping device used to execute posh people in the French Revolution? Zeke
Guillotine.
is correct. You've won the quiz. Time to choose a year sphere, and you better hope it doesn't contain a Stone Age date, which could be worth about 1,000,000 minus points.
Push, 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 push. Ah. Right, Zeke, come and pick your year sphere.
Yep.
Anyone you like. That one, you sure?
Sure.
Okie dokie.
So winning the quiz means that Zeke is automatically through to play the Georgian game. But will he be alone, or will everyone get to play? Let's find out. It's a single-player, silly game. So, Zeke, it's off down the time sewer with you. Go on, fella. It stinks, by the way.
Oh, that does stink as well.
I told you. He's gone. It's the 21st of October, 1805, and Lord Nelson has just sent a signal from his flagship saying England expects that every man will do his duty. But will you do yours? It's time to play the
Battle of Trafalgar.
You are a British Navy gunner. Your mission to load, aim and fire your cannon at the enemy ships. You score a point for every enemy ship you shoot and lose a point for every British ship you hit. Score 6 points in the time limit to win your year sphere. And battle begins now! So here comes Zeke to try his hand at the Battle of Trafalgar. Remember, that platform he's on is going to wobble around as if it's a ship with sea ratters. Oh, he's off already. He's off already, and that's 1 Spanish galleon taken out. He needs 6, of course, to win himself the year sphere.
6 and no misses against the British ship there. That would be a terrible mistake.
Yeah, we don't want to see any friendly fire, but we do like to see the French getting sunk in this game. So he loads up the cannonball.
Are they cannonballs?
They are cannonballs.
So that's rather unfortunate because I ate 2 of them this morning thinking they were donuts.
Yeah, that must have challenged your teeth slightly, did it? Not answering me. Broken teeth. Bang, 3 down. Just have to mention the seagull's getting involved again here, Rattus. He really is going to get hurt, isn't he, that seagull? He wants to get out of there.
It's all right, he's a stunt seagull, Dave.
Oh, as long as he's been properly trained, then that's fine. There's another cannonball going in. Zeke's doing quite well here. It's getting very close. He needs 1 more to do it. You hear lots of stories about rats leaving sinking ships. Is that fair?
Absolutely. Any rat with half a brain will leave a sinking ship. And in fact, the rule of thumb is if you see a load of rats in the sea, jump in and swim with them. And in fact, if you can gather enough of them together, you can build yourself a raft.
Fascinating stuff, Rattus, and there it is. Zeke has done it. Welcome back, Zeke. Well played. Collect yourself a year sphere.
Oh, yay.
During the Battle of Trafalgar, the British lost 1,666 men, compared to the French and Spanish navies, who lost nearly 14,000. How many more is that, Rattus?
Oh, hold on, I've written it down. 735.
Is the right answer.
Get in.
To the wrong question. That's the answer to the year sphere sum from the top of the show. Anyway, suffice to say, Trafalgar was a British military triumph.
734?
Moving on. It's time now for us to find out what's up next. So let's go over to the gory grid.
It's the terrible Tudors.
And here are your all-important Tudor topics. Elizabeth, cures, plays, and wives. Rowan, it's your turn to pick first this time.
Wives.
Wives.
I agreed to marry Anne of Cleves after being shown a picture of her. When I actually met her, she turned out to be far uglier than the picture. So, what was my nickname for Anne of Cleves? A. Man of Cleves. B. The Flanders Mare. Or C. The Dutch Disaster.
Total agreement. B's across the board. Let's find out if you're right.
The answer is B. The Flanders Mare. As in a horse. Because he looked like a horse. Brilliant. Why the long face? Because you look like a horse.
So that's a point apiece. Zeke, your turn to pick a topic.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
My daughter, Elizabeth I, had a terrible temper. No idea who she got it from. What did she once throw at Sir Francis Walsingham's head? A. A cushion. B. A slipper. Or C. An axe.
The boys agreeing with B, Rowan going for C. Let's find out who's right.
The answer is B. She threw a slipper at him. Hit him too. That's my girl. Brilliant.
The boys edging slightly ahead. Still 2 questions left in this round, though. Ashley, your turn to choose a topic.
I'd like to pick plays, please.
See what you make of this one. Who played the female parts in Shakespeare's plays? A. William Shakespeare himself. B. Female actresses. Or C. Teenage boys.
The boys agreeing again on C. Rowan out on her own with A. Let's find out what the answer is.
The answer is C. The female parts in Shakespeare's plays were played by teenage boys.
And one of our boys is going to win a year sphere at the end of this round. Which will it be? One topic left in this round. That is cures, and it is a question from Rattus Rattus.
Which of these was not a Tudor cure for baldness? A. Smearing the head with horse droppings. B. Washing the head with the juice of beetles. Or C. Smearing the head with the grease of a fox.
A complete spread of answers. All gone for different things. Rattus, who is right?
A. Smearing the head with horse droppings. That was not a Tudor baldness cure. Oh, by the way, beetle juice mixed with fox grease makes a delicious pudding.
Unnecessary, Rattus. Well, that's the end of the round. Ashley and Zeke, you have tied with 3 points apiece. Rowan, your history for now, I'm afraid. But the other 2 of you, fingers on buzzers, please. Beginning with the letter D, what is the surname of the famous Tudor sailor who defeated the Spanish Armada? Zeke.
I think it's Drake.
It is Drake. Congratulations, Zeke. Well done. You've won yourself another year sphere. Pop round and collect it for me. As the quiz winner, you're also through to play the Tudor game. But will it be just you, or will the others play too? Let's find out. It's a single-player brainy game. I'm sorry, Ashley, your time will come, so will yours, Rowan. Let's get back down that time sewer. You know the way. 7 famous Tudor types. 5 of them were beheaded on Henry's orders. Only 2 died of natural causes.
And no, an axe didn't count as a natural cause, even during Henry's reign.
It's time to play
Axe Factor!
your challenge to work out which 5 were beheaded. Choose 5 names and move them to the beheaded board. Then touch the severed Tudor head to find out how many you've got right. Keep trying new combinations of names until you've got all 5, but you've got to be quick. You're against the clock. And your time starts now. So here goes Zeke on the Axe Factor. What he has to do here, Rattus, is work out which 5 of these people were executed by Henry VIII. And Zeke clearly believes that Sir Thomas More and Anne Boleyn were. Well, it's an encouraging start. He's got 2 names up there already, and he's weighing up his options here. I like to see this. I like to see a player thoroughly think through their tactics before acting. It pays dividends. Jane Boleyn, the whole Boleyn family going up there by the look of it, Rattus. Henry VIII did not like those Boleyns. Now, there's Catherine Howard. This actually looks good to me.
You've all 5 right!
The severed head confirms it. Zeke has 5 out of 5, and he has won a year sphere. Zeke, congratulations. Pick another year sphere. So, Anne Boleyn, Henry's wife, was famously beheaded.
And George Boleyn, Anne's brother, got the chop too.
As did Jane Boleyn, his wife.
Looks like Henry was trying to collect the whole Boleyn set.
Probably Henry's favourite game, that. Unhappy families.
Happy fan. You're funny.
So it's over to the gory grid to find out what's up next.
It's the measly Middle Ages.
Here are your 4 Middle Ages topics. Mealtime, death, tournaments and clothes. So, Zeke, it's your turn to pick first this time.
Death.
Death.
True or false? After Henry II heard that Thomas Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury, had been murdered, he threw a massive party.
OK, Ashley and Rowan going for true. Zeke out on his own with false. Let's find out what the answer is.
False. Henry felt really guilty about Becket's death and walked all the way to Canterbury, where he was ceremoniously whipped by monks.
So, Zeke off to another flying start. Ashley, your turn to pick a topic.
Mealtime.
Mealtime.
True or false? According to our Middle Ages table manners, it was OK to spit onto the table at mealtimes.
The boys going for true, Rowan going for false. Let's hear what the answer is.
It's false. It was not OK. It's quite disgusting. Although it was OK to spit onto the floor at mealtimes, obviously.
So, Rowan and Zeke, you have a point apiece. Still time to catch up in this round, Ashley. Don't panic. And Rowan, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Clothes.
That is a question from Rattus Rattus.
Well, thank you. True or false? In castles, clothes were kept in the toilet.
Wow. Ashley and Rowan going for true. Zeke on his own with false. What's the answer, Rattus?
It's true! The castle toilet was called the garderobe because it guarded robes. Apparently the smell of poo and wee kept the cloth-eating moths away.
Though on the minor side, of course, your clothes did stink of poo and wee.
No, it's not perfect, no.
No, it's not ideal. They've not thought that through
Not
properly.
really.
OK, final topic of this round is tournaments.
True or false? Famous knight Sir William Marshall once failed to accept one of his jousting prizes because his helmet was stuck on his head.
Ashley and Rowan again agreeing on true. Zeke out on his own with false. What's the actual answer, please?
It's true. His helmet had been dented in the tournament and he was at the blacksmith's having it prized off.
What he really needed, of course, was a can opener. He loves it. And that means that, Rowan, at the end of that round, you have won your first year sphere. Please collect it now. Rowan, you're definitely through to play the measly Middle Ages game, but will you be playing alone or will everyone get to play? Ashley is actually praying. He wants to play. Let's find out if he will. It's an all-play gory game. Right, off down the time sewer with a lot of you. Lead the way, Zeke. Down you go, Rowan. William the Conqueror's funeral didn't exactly go according to plan. His servants stole his treasure and the church burned down. It's time to play...
Yakaroo!
You are William's servants, and your challenge is to take his treasure and put it in your chest. All the treasure is colour-coded, and you must only take your own loot. Whoever collects the most pieces wins the year sphere, and you'd better be quick, because the church is going to burn down. Your time starts now. So, Ashley, Rowan, Zeke, all about to attempt Yakaroo. Remember, they have to get their own colour-coded treasure into their own chests here. That is the point. Now, Ashley's made a very good start there. And Zeke is now levelled. It's one apiece. Actually, the boy's showing a real aptitude for thieving here.
Well, I'm just thinking anyone who's just tuned in might think they're watching the weirdest ever Crime Watch reconstruction.
That's a very good point, actually. We're not Crime Watch, we should say that. We might be on Crime Watch soon if we keep this kind of thing up. Actually, I really want to point out that we are not encouraging thieving here, even from a dead tyrant. It's bang out of order, don't do it. Oh, I'll tell you what I forgot to mention. that. It's too late now. William the Conqueror's guts are going to explode. I should have mentioned that. Bad commentator. Bad Rattus for not reminding me. The boys, oblivious to it. They carry on with their thieving, but Rowan, that's affected Rowan, that explosion. She's dropped back. She doesn't want to go near that coffin. She doesn't want to get covered in blood and guts. And why on earth should she? There's the bell.
30 seconds remaining.
Thank you. 30 seconds remaining. It's neck and neck for the boys. Rowan doesn't look like she's going to take much more treasure here. Having said that, she's got a bit at the end there that she's comfortable with. She's working away feverishly. She's got it, but the building's now on fire. The building is on fire. They've got to get out of there. This game is nearly over. They need to get out of there quickly and finish the job. And there's the hooter. The game is over. That piece won't count from Zeke, which means the boys have finished all square. Welcome back, Gory Gamers. Back behind your podiums. Rowan, you had 3 pieces, one of which was the wrong colour, so you actually got 2 points. Ashley and Zeke, you got 4 each. So, Ashley, help yourself to a year sphere. Zeke, help yourself to a year sphere. William's fat body really did explode at his funeral. His burial was too long after his death, and his body had bloated due to the warm weather. Must have been the most disgusting thing ever.
I take it you've never seen a rotten horse carcass explode. That's even more brilliant!
In many ways, we are so very different, aren't we, Rattus? We are. Time for the final round. Over to the Gory Grid one last time to find out who we've got.
It's the vile Victorians. Good day.
Ah, well, no quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play game. And what a scary one we've got for you. Everybody, get back down that time sewer. Well done, Zeke. There he goes. Cheerio, Ashley. When Queen Victoria was no more than a child, grave robbing was a common crime. The bodies were sold to surgeons who wanted to learn more about how the human body works. It's time to play...
Grave robbers.
Your vile Victorian challenge is to steal 3 bodies from the graveyard, get them through the railings, onto the carts, find the key to the cemetery gate, and get them onto the surgeon's table. If you hear this noise, then you must rush back to the cemetery and hide so the policeman doesn't spot you. A second whistle means you can go again. The first person to get all their bodies to the surgeon's table and grab their dodgy money is the winner. 3, 2, 1. So here we go with Victorian grave robbers. Through the railings then. And Zeke's going for the hold it round the back and yank it technique.
It's almost like he's trying to do the Heimlich manoeuvre there, Dave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Certainly
I don't think
is.
that corpse has got any chance of coming back to life. Rowan, unfortunately, is stuck here. Now, oh, well done, Rowan. Now onto the wobbly trolley. Onto the wobbly trolley, and Ashley has made it to the railings. Now, he's got to unlock that gate. And there he goes. Oh, he's like a safe cracker, isn't he? He just needs to take the body off the trolley now and get it through that gate. Oh, dear me. He thinks he's got to wheel the trolley in. Now, well, you know, he's not going to get penalised for that.
I have to say that trolley's not hampered him.
It's not yet.
He's off.
He's off and running. He's got 1 corpse. He's gone back for another. He's hungry for corpse, and why shouldn't he be? Now, there is the policeman's whistle. They've got to get out of sight very, very quickly here. They need to make... I'd hurry up if I were you, Rowan. You need to make no sound at all, because if you get caught grave robbing, you're looking at life imprisonment. I'll actually drop my voice a little bit here as well, just in case I were to give them away. He is a very, very efficient-looking policeman. Well, he's missed them, though. He's missed them. They've escaped life imprisonment, so that's good news. Back to the grave robbing. And Zeke's rifling through his trousers there, looking for the key. Zeke, notice, didn't take his trolley through, and as a result has made up quite a bit of ground there. There's a bit of a fog in the air. There was always a bit of a fog back in those days. Fogs used to come down and just settle, and all sorts of shenanigans you could get away with under the cover of the fog. This sort of caper for a kick-off. Bit of fog, grave robbers are out in force. And thank goodness for us they were, because we wouldn't have this game. Now then, where are we? Zeke is wrestling with a man who looks like he's just played golf.
Oh, and he's off his trolley. He's off his trolley.
Oh, dear me. But there we go. Ashley is still doing very well. He's still insisting on taking that trolley. And you see, this is where it's going to cost him, because Zeke has just nipped through with that second body. Down now for the third corpse, Ashley, but he's been caught. He's been caught by Zeke now.
Rowan's struggling there with her trolley. It should point out at this stage that the trolleys have an off-centred wheel. And that's not accidental, Dave.
Yeah.
We fixed the trolleys so they're almost impossible to push evenly across the terrain.
You're absolutely right. It's very interesting to see the different strategies there. Zeke going backwards, Ashley going forwards, and now Zeke is in the lead. Ashley's still bringing his trolley through the gate. That is really going to cost him because Zeke has the bag. All he's got to do now is get that trolley back down the other end, slip through the railings, and he's won it. Ashley is nowhere to be seen, and Zeke passes through the railings like a ghost, celebrates in a slightly muted way. And you have to say, Ashley will be kicking himself when he watches that back. Welcome back. What a good game. Very good game. Zeke, you've won yourself another year sphere. You've got nowhere to put it. I suggest you grab yourself one and give it to me to hold on to. There we go. I'll look after that. I'm going to leave it right there. It's not going to be tampered with. That's your year sphere. No one's ever beaten the podium before. Excellent work. Before we go on, can I just point out to viewers that however badly you're doing at school, grave robbing is not a sensible career option.
I think they knew that.
Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? So, time to count up those year spheres. And remember, AD dates are added to your total and BC dates are subtracted from it. So you can still win if you get lucky with the spheres. Ashley, let's open up your sphere. 1852 AD, London's first flushing loo open to the public. Ashley, that gives you 1,852 points. Rowan, let's see what you've got. Can you beat Ashley? Oh, dear me, it's 10,000 BC. Oh, Stone Age man domesticated dogs that year, roundabout then. Anyway, Zeke, let's see what you've got, starting with that one. 1776 AD, United States Declaration of Independence. 1533 AD, Henry VIII married Anne Boleyn. 1815 AD, the Battle of Waterloo. 1945 AD, the end of the Second World War, the fifth one. 1607 AD, Jamestown colony founded in America. Is it going to be spoiled by this sphere? I'm going to let you open it. Let's have a look at it. 122 AD, Hadrian's Wall built. That means that you have a massive 8,798 points.
That's a big number.
That is a big number. It means that you are today's winner, which means you win the Star Prize, which, despite me constantly telling him it's not good enough, has been plucked out of the time sewers by my hairy friend here. So what's the big prize then, Rattus?
Well, today's prize is the perfect family pet. Yes, all the way from an ancient Egyptian pyramid, it's your very own mummified cat.
A dead cat.
Yes, and speaking as a rat, that's the best kind of cat.
I'm sorry, viewers, I will be having stern words afterwards. There you go, Zeke. Well done. Apologies for the standard of the prize. It just remains for me to say thanks to our winner, Zeke, thanks to our runners-up, Ashley and Rowan, and no thanks whatsoever to Rattus.
Happy to help.
You've been watching Gory Games. Goodbye.
Was that show messy enough for you? Or would you have preferred a little more poo? Have you had your fill of blood, guts and gore? Or have we left you still wanting more? Well, keep watching. We'll be back again with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Horrible Holiday on CBBC.
On this day, in this place, a doctor will fall.
This is the day he finds out who I am.
Doctor Who continues Saturday at 6:40 on BBC One and catch up on BBC iPlayer.
CBBC.
Welcome back to the CBBC Kennel for the final time today, where Hacker T-Dog's about to reveal his favourite picture of the week. Are you excited, mate?
What do you think?
He's pretty He's pretty excited, not going to lie. If you want to send in more pictures of Haggerty Dog, send them in to this address. It is Ian and Hacker, CBBC, P.O. Box 9989, London W12.
6PA.
That's Ian and Hacker, CBBC, P.O. Box 9989, London W12.
6PA.
Okay, Haggerty Dog, can you keep it together and reveal your favourite picture for this week?
Yes, I can, Ian. My favourite picture is by Eloise.
Oh!
I love it because it's got all the gang in it. It's got me, it's got Dodge, my brother, it's got London, it's got Chris Yonko Yentl, and it's got you and the jam lady in a random hand for good measure, Ian.
Oh, go on then, let's sing a quick song about it.
Why don't we? Hit it. Picture, picture on the wall, Eloise, you're the best of